Hello, Adora Alfie here, and welcome back to Factorio Space Age Gleba Edition. So we got a bit more we got rocket fuel set up in the last episode, I guess, and I have started feeding that into my base, so we have a bit used for power production over here, and that's basically dictated by the condition here that makes sure that, um, if we have too much, like, fuel over here, right, as in if these are above a certain temperature, I think I set it to 650 degrees Celsius, then these won't turn on. So if the temperature, like, overall drops, like, too low, or, like, if, these, like, go up too high as well, it'll cut the fuel input, which is what it has done right now. But in case, like, you know, there's not enough fuel coming in through here, it will turn on the rocket fuel consumption over here. I kind of want to have a bit of a buffer in that case, maybe, in case, like, we needed to... in case we needed to, like, you know, kickstart this again or something like that, maybe, perhaps? In case, like, this dries up a little bit. So I'll think about doing that at some point. But we do want to set up purple science in this episode. We have almost everything we need. The only thing we don't really have right now is stone on our bus. Once we get stone on our bus, I think we should have, technically, everything else as well. The one thing I'm concerned about with... Wait, I don't need that many mining thingies. The one thing I'm concerned about with this whole setup, right, is that we won't have enough of everything else to basically get this going. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work out, because we do have a bit of, like, second production and everything, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to keep up, right? I mean, the second production we can expand, but, like, everything else, though, we'll have to see. But I'm just gonna set up a stone mine and get some stone on the bus for the time being, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm just wrapping up making all this stone mines, and I've already, like, hooked up the belt to the bus, so that should be running as well. We got a bit of stone because I did turn them on for a bit before, but I hadn't finished crafting the stone mine, so now that we've got that running, I also finished crafting all these speed modules that I was pocket crafting, so I'm gonna try and put them in here and see what it does to my base. Let's give it a shot. That should be all of them. So, okay, that wasn't a huge spike, actually. That wasn't... Wait, that was electric mines. Okay, so, like... Wait, do they not use that much power? I guess they don't use that much power. An electric mine uses 90 kilowatts. These use 1.5 megawatt. Okay, that is quite a bit more power. Wait, did it not, like, spike? I guess... Is it because they're not... They're all running. Wait, where's the spike for that, though? Wait, They don't use power, do they? So, I think that's just consuming nutrients faster or something? Either way, that's fine. So I need to redo this bit as well. So what I'm gonna do is... and then have this go up to here. I guess I'll just do this, and then have... one of these over here. Like that. Do that. And then we need to have a pipe going here. Boop. And this should be enough to, like, handle all of that, maybe? Probably? Because it's, like, plus 80%. It's not quite, like, plus 100%. So we didn't, like, double the production speed, so, like, 2 of these should be able to keep up with it, I think. And I just need to have one of these over here. I guess... you know, that's fine. I can just do a bit of a loop. There we go. And just need a power pole here for now. So, that should be able to handle making a bit more coal. Oh, I do need an insert over there too. There we go. Perfect. And I think that should, like, be able to use up all of the carbon that we're making over here. And I'm not sure if we'll even have enough spoilage to do all of this. We are literally taking all of the spoilage on this line. Well, not all of it. Some of it's going to make sulfur over here, right? But everything that's not getting turned into sulfur. Why is the spoilage there? Oh, because you guys are outputting plastic, and one of the outputs from here is gonna be, spoilage, because, like, stuff spoiling. Okay, that's fair. But all of the spoilage basically is being used up, so that's kind of our bottleneck. Wild to think that spoilage is our bottleneck right now, right? I might have to dump my stockpile of spoilage over here. I might leave that for other things like carbon fiber or something once we get around to that point, so we can make rocket turrets a bit faster, right? But that's pretty cool, though. We've got that going. So, now that we've got the stone and stuff going to our bus, I think I did finish this entire belt. I did finish this entire belt. We want to set up everything we need to get purple science going, right? So, it's pretty straightforward. we only need to get rails, electric furnaces, and productivity modules, which shouldn't take too much space, hopefully. But I want to see one thing, right? I want to... Well, let's put this down over here. So I want to make production signs, yeah? Each one of these makes 0.1 per second. And compared to, like, these, they are, like, faster, technically. Okay, so if you're running, what is that, 10? Maybe we'll run, like, 8 of these or something? That should be, like, a fair amount, right? Or we could even run 10, so, like, 1 per second. Okay, so we want to make, like, 10 rails per second, roughly, right? So to make 10 rails per second, let's see what we need. Boop, 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 boop. 10 rails per second. How many of these do we need? We need like 3 of these. That's like 9. We could do like 4, I guess, for 12. In that case, we probably want to get some... Oh, wait, I should probably check the ratio with this. And iron 6. There we go. That's 3, and that is 1.5. So we can have like one of these for like 2 of these. And the only other things we need are... Okay, so I guess like set it back over here, probably. And we need like 4-ish of those. Well, I don't know if we can fit 4 of those here. We can't even fit 3. What if I instead had them set up like this and then this? So if I do iron sticks over here and then rail track over here. Now, one of this can support 2 of these, right? And we can have everything like over here, so it kind of like doesn't take too much more space. Yeah, so we want to do this, and it's very similar to like what I'm doing over here with my setup for red circuits. I'm basically just gonna have like 2 belts like that, and the first belt is set up like this so that I can grab from here, put it into here, and then we'll put iron sticks into these 2, and then we'll have like another inset over there. Perfect. I do want to have some medium electric poles for this. I already have a few in my inventory, so it's not too shabby. And I think here is perfect. And I think I said I wanted how many of these? Each one of these makes 3, so like 4 of these. And that's like enough to support 10 of these probably, roughly, right? Perfect. Let me just set this up. Oh, I'm out of those? Okay. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna have the rails coming out of here, and for the... we need like stone and steel on one of these, and then iron on the other one, and that should all be good. So on the other side of this, we want to set up then other products, right? So let me like look at the ratios and see what I want to put over here. What am I even saying? We need production modules, and we also need electric furnaces. So each one of these makes 0.15, and each one of these makes 0.05. Oh, that might need a bit more space. We don't need that many anyway, so I need like... Oh. So that's like 0.3. 0.3 divided by... So like 30 divided by 5, that's 6, I guess? So we'll need 6 of these. And it only needs like 2 types of circuits, so that's not that bad. This, on the other hand, we need 0.15 is how many we're making. So that's like enough to support 5 of these. So we need like 2 of these, I guess. So I'm probably gonna put this over here, probably. Because we need 6 of these, I guess. So if I do 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of these. Wait, what if I actually put like the 2 electric furnace making machines here as well? And then I just had like 2 output belts over here, right? What if I did that? That could be kind of cool. And then I just move these all back by 1. And you only need 2 ingredients. You need like... You need 2 other ingredients, but like 2 of the ingredients that you need are the same as these guys. So that could actually kind of work, I think. Yeah, so I want to move them back by 1, so it'll be moved back to here. And then belt here and belt here, basically. The further one being exclusively for these 2, and the closer one being the 2 types of circuit. I think if we do that, we should be able to probably have like all of this set up properly. And then we just take these belts and take them down here, and then feed them into something over here, which will basically be making purple circuit. No, purple circuits, what am I saying? Purple signs! There we go, got the right word there. Which will be over here. And that'll be outputting to here. And we'll put 10 of these down as well. So that should get us productivity science, production science? Production science, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna set that up real quick and I'll be back once it's ready. And that should be it. So now we have purple science being made. I think everything should be running fine. I got all of the splitters coming in. It was a bit of spaghetti to like set everything to actually flow in properly. But I think it should be working, and I think I have the ratios right as well. Probably we have like 6 of these, and we have 2 of these. I think that should be totally fine. So, now that we have purple science, I can put it into all of the labs over here. It's gonna be pretty simple, I'm just gonna have it running down this side. And later we'll have like utility science, I think, on the side of this, right? Purple is production and yellow is utility, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we just want this to go all the way through here. Maybe I'll like cut this off a little bit for now, until I put all the inserters down. So that it gets picked up by the ones that actually have like science that they can use it for. But basically, getting this though is huge, because it lets us get logistics 3, which lets us make all of these, the express belts and stuff, right? Which is going to be so useful, given that like, it's going to up our capacity by... It goes up to 45 from like, I think it's like from 30 to 45, right? So like that's like a plus 50% boost in belt capacity. So that's going to be really good for all of our like organic products that we're dealing with. So I can't wait to get that set up. But for the time being, maybe I'll go this way. I just need to set up all these labs and we can actually start researching it. I want to research something else in the meantime though. I kind of want to get mining productivity because our stone isn't lasting very long. 250 though? That's kind of expensive. I might pass for now. Let's get energy shield because I do want to have a better way to deal with those thinking whatchamacallit pentapods and stuff. And other than that, I think we are okay. Uranium mining. I really wonder if there's uranium on the planet right now. But this does unlock other stuff too, which is kind of important, so I do need to get it eventually. Let's get low density structure as well, I suppose. I do want to like get... Oh, we can get agricultural science as well. Yeah. I do want to get like space ships and stuff going at some point. But the thing is, right? The thing is... Probably want to do the far side first. The thing is, it's gonna be a bit rough to get spaceships going, because we need so much in terms of production to be able to launch rockets, like, regularly, right? And I'm not sure if, like, the space can handle that, at least, like, not in this state, right? So we might have to scale things up, and I'm kind of scared of the consequences of scaling things up. So that is an issue. But anyway, I want to get all of this set up. It's gonna be a lot of placing inserters manually until I get robots, obviously. And I'll be back once our science is ready to start researching. Okay, and we're ready to get purple science going, so let's actually move logistic 3 to the front. Boop. There we go. So, now that we have purple science researching, we can get a few more things that are going to be, like, really useful. Like, I mean, this is the big one, right? We can also get more instead of capacity bonus, beacons as well. Elevator rails, I'm not sure if I want to, like... I think we do need elevator rails if you're building trains realistically on Gleba right now, right? Especially with all the cliffs and everything. And we are one step closer to getting Spidertron. Once you get Spidertron, life's going to be so much easier. But for now, we've got that going. It's probably going to take a while, given we need 300 of that. There we go, 1% finally. Okay, not too shabby though. So, the next thing I do want to do... Wait, I do want to research, We're researching agricultural science over here. Oh, this is going to be really nasty though, because... I'm gonna have to figure out a way... Oh wait, no, we have space for that, so I can put agricultural science and space science on this belt, I guess. Probably. Agricultural science, space science, and then after that we have metallurgic science, electromagnetic, and all that. By that time we'll probably be redoing our base, so I think for the time being that's fine. The next thing I kind of want to try and do is I do want to try and get a bit more technology in terms of like personal like robotics and stuff, right? So we do want to do that, but to do that as well, we need to make lubricant. So to make lubricant, we need jelly. It's just straight up jelly, right? I know I mentioned in like 2 episodes ago something, like setting up electronic circuits, not electronic circuits, electric motors and stuff, right? So I do want to do that at some point too. We have a lot of jelly just flowing through here as well. Do I want to like take some of that jelly and send it down or something? How's the rocket fuel doing anyway? Has it like backed up yet? It should be here. Oh, it has backed up actually. Oh, that's pretty good. We're only using one side of the belt, unfortunately, but I suppose that's alright. It has backed up a little bit. It's probably going to back up a lot more, which might or might not cause problems because we're not going to be burning it as much. But we'll figure it out. I might like stockpile it a bit like around here, especially because we need it for rocket launches and stuff, right? So it's not like a bad idea. Okay, so with that said, I do want to make lubricant and also like set up an area where we can make like things with lubricant, right? Do I want to have lubricant on the bus in that case? Because we do want to have it for other things as well. But we are rapidly running out of space. Very rapidly running out of space. I'm gonna have to like maybe like do a turn over here or something with my bus. And then go down. That might be... Oh, but then there's like cliffs over here too. Like it's really bad in terms of space, I guess, here. This area doesn't seem to have any cliffs. I don't think that's a cliff. So we could like landfill this area and use it. So I might actually turn the bus and have the bus like go horizontally, I guess? I might consider doing that. Like have it like go along here, right? Which is awkward because I can't put yellow signs over here. What is yellow signs made of anyway? Yellow science is made of processing units. Oh, okay. Flying rover frames and low density structures. So that's gonna be a bit challenging, I think, to do in this limited amount of space. So I think I'm gonna pivot the bus and have it go to the right. And then we're gonna have to deal with like this area, right? Landfilling it or something. I also need to take out all these biter bases and pentapod bases that are near to our base. Also, I need more stone. Control F stone. 16k over here. Okay, so this is 93. That's 134k. We still have 74k left over here. Okay, the other stone patches are a lot further away. I might have to like figure something out to like get power over here. And probably just make a lot of landfill over there. I am making landfill like in my base already as well. I set up like a few mines to feed directly into assemblers to make landfill. Ooh, our purple science has like pretty much like stopped. What is happening? Electric furnaces? Red circuits? Okay, so I do need to upgrade the red circuit production, I think. That is gonna be a problem. So let's see if we can take care of that. Yeah, I'm just gonna upgrade this area a little bit. Other than that, what do I really need to do, right? We do need to work out defenses. Right now, the only thing I have are a bunch of gun turrets with red ammo, which... they can't take out, like, the big stompers, the thick ones. They can take out the strafers, though. So... Well, by big stompers, I mean they can't even take out the small stompers. They can't take out any stompers. I need rockets for that. So I kinda am, like, tempted to rush rockets, which are... this is explosive rocketry. We have regular rocketry. To make rocket turrets, what do we need? We need... Oh, we need agricultural science. Okay, so we might have to deal with agricultural science at some point. Now, the tricky bit, right, is that if I make agricultural science, I don't want it to travel too far. And to make agricultural science, we need... I think it's bioflux and pentapod eggs, right? Yeah. So we probably want to have bioflux and pentapod eggs being processed into agricultural science here. And then I might move my science setup like up here or something in that case, or maybe like around here or something. We can landfill a bunch of this area. I don't think I have that much landfill though. And by doing that, I'd have to like just move this entire freaking science setup up there in that case. But it might be worth it. Or I could put it over here, I guess? Decisions, huh? But like, there's no way... I guess I could technically bring all the agricultural science from there to here. And it's not like the worst, I suppose. I could reverse this belt as well for that. Like, this inside belt is supposed to be for agricultural science and space science, right? So I could try and do that. So I guess we could. But for the time being, I am gonna be upgrading my circuit production over here. I think other than that, like, we don't really have too much else that we need to do. So I'm gonna upgrade this circuit production, I think probably between episodes. I am gonna put a cut here. I know it's a bit of a shorter one, But I'll be back in the next episode and we'll make, probably agricultural science. I'll try to at least. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked the episode, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye!